Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about supermoon, the new moon coming up on January 21st in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, and it is bringing us a huge breakthrough, moment of breakthrough. So prepare yourself, my friends, for a phase of huge transformations. Many people right now may feel like they're moving through a major breakthrough. And I will give you 5 things you must know about this new moon, why this energy is supporting breakthroughs, transformations, transitions, upgrades like mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and how may we navigate ourselves with those energies through the present times. So firstly, on January 20, the sun enters into the zodiac sign of Aquarius, which starts the season of Aquarius. And on January 21st, also moon enters into the same zodiac sign of Aquarius. There's double Aquarius, right? And in astrology, that most of it is coming from ancient Greek times, but of course, as many ancient cultures can show to us, that its knowledge is much older than we can imagine. In ancient Greek times, they understood that sun is affecting our character, our mind, and moon is influencing our emotional system. Which means that if sun and moon are in the same zodiac sign, there must be a huge energy shift happening in the mind and in the emotional system. That is a great time of cleansing, of releasing, and of preparing ourselves to live the life that we want to live, to decide how we want to invest our energy, how we want to invest our actions, our behaviors, and who we want to become, which takes us onto a journey of deep introspection and clarity, right? What we wish to see on the world and what we wish to see in our lives. So the first message is that you gotta believe in yourself right now. Maybe no one else will tell you this, but you're in the most transformative phase of your life. And even when you don't see the light, you need to believe into yourself. Which means that even when you don't see the possibility that something can work out, as long as you believe that it will work, that it will happen, even if you don't have any idea how or when, if you believe, things will find a way to happen. It takes courage to manifest what you wish to see in your world. But as long as you hold yourself to courage, as long as you trust that inner courage that is present within you, it's always in your access, you will be able to sense the energies that are present and that are actually inspiring you to start going towards your future goals. So the first thing you must know when it comes to this powerful new moon is that it will be at its closest distance to Earth for the last 992 years. The next time this new moon is this close to Earth will be 345 years from now. And when the moon is closer to Earth, it means that you may just be a bit more emotional, right? But because this new moon is in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, you may not just experience some random emotions. You may experience a call to become more independent. You may experience a great wisdom that's coming from your deepest emotions. Those may be some stored emotions. Those may be some emotions that are often driving you to do something new. Those are emotions that are reminding you of your authenticity. Like sometimes, when we experience joy, when we are joyful, we become more authentic. Those emotions may rise like a deep calling to do something that you know that you need to do something that you feel called to do. Like, for example, for me, it's making art, it's making these videos, it's writing, it's basically doing anything where I feel a sense of flow for doing this. Like, where I feel a sense like it's happening almost naturally. So you may feel inspired to do or to start doing or to make a plan for doing something that feels natural for you. Because Aquarius is an air sign, right? And air is flowing. Air is present everywhere around us. In this space, air is present all around us. It's flowing. So you need to imagine yourself like flowing, how it feels when you're flowing, and what allows you to be in that state of flow. What you need to do that allows you to be in that state of flow. For me, it's most definitely, more than anything, it's painting. In painting, I lose myself. And actually, I've just started to feel more inspired to paint even more than I was painting. Like yesterday, I was painting for much more time than usually. Today in the morning I was writing, and after I finish this video I go to paint, and I just feel called to paint more than ever. So usually when I'm making this moon videos, I always firstly ask myself, what am I sensing right now? How my life is different at the times of those full moons and new moons than between those big transitions. And I always find a difference. So if you're an artist or if you're more sensitive to energies, you may find a difference. You may experience something new happening within you. And recently I was talking with many people who are right now moving through a huge transition in their lives. Through huge transformation is happening for many people, for some on career level, for some in financial level, for some they are building their own businesses and they're just starting something new, or are at the phase where they need to finish a small part of it so they can initiate what they've been working on for such a long time. For some people it's happening in their relationships, like getting back together or finally deciding where they are and, making boundaries and so on. So whatever it is, you may feel inspired to start going towards what feels the most natural to you. So it is an important moment to recognize what feels natural for us, what feels the most natural. And you may experience a sense of ambition for that next chapter of your life. So if you sense any of that, write it down and try to be as precise as possible. Question your feelings, question your emotions. Imagine like your body is your vehicle, and in order to function as best as you can, you need to understand that vehicle, right? When you're driving a car, now that you understand all the functions in the engine and everything, like how everything is functioning, but you need to understand at least something about your car, right? But when it comes to yourself, you need to understand all of yourself. And that's what's happening when we are growing and expanding ourselves. More than external world, we start to understand ourselves better. And this is the great time to get to know yourself better and find out what feels the most natural for you. The second thing is that you are at a transformative phase, and life is leading you deeper into understanding of your purpose. Because once you understand yourself and once you know what feels the most natural, you start questioning that. I've started questioning myself in the past, why I feel so drawn into self-expression. As a little kid, I was drawing all the time. But as a kid, I was not questioning that because it was just something natural. It was a part of me. But later when you get a bit older and you notice that the world is not functioning like, for example, how I was functioning. I was creating, I was playful, I was curious, I was joyful. a lot of the time. But also a lot of the time I was inwardly, I was in my own world. And when I got older, I started questioning, why am I that way? You know what? Why I'm different than most people? And it got me, I came to deeper realizations that as I'm going into my inner world, exploring my imagination, exploring my inner knowingness, my senses of whatever I sense. Like sometimes I can sense energies really deeply. Sometimes I can experience certain ideas that may just make sense. Sometimes I'm talking with someone and a message comes to me that's just the right one for that person, or something like that happens. So when I've started questioning why I am that way, I've noticed that there's a whole path unfolding in front of me, and I need to do what feels natural to me. I need to keep up with that, not to know exactly why, but to see how much can I evolve in those areas. And that's where we notice the purpose. The purpose can actually unfold completely naturally. As we're digging deeper into ourselves, understanding better why we are the way we are, we will come to the realization, what can we do with that? And that's where we create purpose, right? Where we find that why, and we get to that idea of what could we do with that? How could we serve people around us with that unique gift that we have? And we all have a unique gift. Most people don't feel it because they've been so suppressed by their environment, but it is a beautiful time to get back to you, to question you, and to get yourself to know better. Just, try to figure out why you are the way you are, and how could you use what you know for service, for helping others maybe. Because if you feel joyful about doing that, if it feels natural, it would be truly beautiful if you could maybe make a living out of it in the near future. And right now is a perfect time to make some plans out of it, to write down some goals, to write down some visions, and to set intentions. Really important time right now. The third thing you must know is that because of all of those energies and excitement maybe and inspiration for all those goals and dreams that may be unfolding for you right now, you may feel a bit impatient. And it's actually a truly beautiful moment to work on trust and surrendering, to train the muscle of being patient. And that's something I often mention to you, but what it means to trust yourself. It's not just saying I trust myself. It's more of a deep knowing that everything is working for my highest good, right? And that's something we need to program ourselves to believe. Everything is working for my highest good, because we can be in two different states, but they make huge difference. Because one state is that everything is happening to me and I'm a victim of the circumstances. But the other side is everything is happening for my highest good, and it is supporting my growth, expansion, and evolution. And we need to decide in which state will we be. But we also need to know that in whatever state we are right now, we are because we've been programmed to be there. So if you are in the first state, then you just need to reprogram yourself, and you need to start believing into yourself that everything is working for your highest good, because that's where you will start to see signs, you will open to synchronicities, you will open to possibilities. Like, if everything is happening for my highest good, why I'm a part of those experiences? What you're trying to tell me, right? And that's where we get to deeper answers. We start questioning why things are happening. And Aquarius is all about truth, right? Aquarius don't want to be defined. It wants to know. And knowing comes from feeling. And feeling comes from setting deeper questions. You know how often happens to you that you when you say the right question, your whole body awakens to you experience those goosebumps, the energy flows through your spine because you know that you're tapping into something. That's what life is teaching you right now, to tap more often into that something, where you let go of labels and certain definitions, and you rather open yourself for the experience of life. You open yourself for the experience of everything that life has to offer for you. And being patient is something we just need to develop on that journey, because everything will unfold, but it will not unfold immediately. You know, we need to let moments to unfold naturally as they should. And for that, we need to be patient. So to develop or to build the muscle of being patient, we need to learn to be more present and more playful. So play, my friends. Find what you love to do and play with that. Expand yourself. It's a beautiful moment to find out how could you become more playful in your life. The fourth thing you must know about this new moon is that you may experience a lot of ideas that may be more independent, and your vision for the future may become really exciting. So however you are experiencing that, some people are more visual and they experience in their dream states visions for how they want to live their lives. Like sometimes we have dreams about how we want to live, to see how it feels like, right? And for other people, it may come to them through inspiring ideas or inspiring thoughts. And again, other people may come across a book or a video or a music that may remind them of how they actually want to live their lives on that heart level. Like inspiring ideas that may help you to become more independent. So because of this Aquarius' energy, it's an important moment to use these exciting ideas, to use these exciting visions, to this exciting inspiration, and make a plan out of it. So what it means, you may say, well, I'm not experiencing anything, but you may still have a sense like how you don't want to live your life anymore. And if you go a bit deeper into that questioning, it may become inspiring. Because I often experience inspiration if I start asking myself how I don't want to live my life anymore. Because that's where I start making a plan, like what kind of habits I want to let go of and what kind of habits I want to build. Like I mentioned at the time when I made the video about the previous full moon, I mentioned that I've started this year with building a habit that I'm going to sleep before 10 p.m. So at 10 p.m. this will be the last time I want to be in bed. And I've started following that. I've started building that habit. And right now we are at the time of filming this video. It's the January 18. And until this day, I'm following that routine. I'm in bed before 10 p.m. and I can say that it already feels natural. Like for the first few days, it was kinda like I needed to force myself to start my before bed routine at 9 p.m. But after a few days, it became more natural. And right now, it's already almost completely natural. I still need to take care of time, but I am in bed before 10 p.m. And if we decide and if we are precise, we can do it with any kind of a habit. If it is important to us, we will plan it, we will set intentions, we will be precise with it, and we will follow it, we will initiate it. So make sure that whatever may come up right now, and something will come up, be precise about it and make a plan, write things down. Because this is not a normal new moon, this is a truly strong, transformative new moon, so many things may come up. Even in your dreams, pay attention to your dreams. If you're remembering your dreams, work on journaling, writing down what you're dreaming about. If you don't remember your dreams, maybe these days they will be more vivid and you may experience something profound. If not, just question yourself. Meditation may be powerful at the times of this, like this, because what you've been ignoring about yourself may just come to the surface, so you can recognize what to do with everything you feel, with all those thoughts, limited beliefs, and what you want to do in your life. Who would you be if there would be no fear present, no limited beliefs present, no money, no time limitation, no anything? Who would you be? And see, how could you change your life so you can start doing more of that, so you can become more of that? And the fifth thing that you need to know about this full moon, as I mentioned before, a really important time for releasing and letting go. And the reason for that is that we can only become who we are meant to be if we are able to let go of who we are not, right? Because we've been conditioned to be somebody, so we would be accepted, so we would be loved, so we would be approved, so we would be whatever. We've been conditioned to behave that way, to talk and think and be that way, because we thought that that's how to adapt to our environment. But at the same time, within you, there's an inner fire that wants to be expressed. There's a light that wants to shine brighter, so you can become all that you can be. And in order to be that light for yourself and for others, you need to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore, what's not working for you anymore. So make a practice of letting go. If you don't have any idea how to make it happen, take a piece of paper and write down anything that comes to your mind when you ask yourself how you don't want to live your life anymore, what you don't want to do anymore, what you don't want to repeat anymore, and what kind of beliefs you don't want to hold yourself to anymore. And there's an idea of what is not serving you. You will have many things, many realization may come up of what to let go of. And as you have in front of you those things, you can ask yourself, for what can you change it? Because you can't let go of something if you don't replace it for something better, for something that's more in alignment with you. So find out for what will you change it. If you have a belief people will be judging you if you will do what you love. Let's say you want to express yourself on YouTube. You want to start making videos because you would like to express your voice. But your belief is that people will be laughing at you and people will be judging you. That's a great limited belief that may block you from doing what you love. And you could change that belief into, I'm capable of doing that because that's where I feel free. And it's all you need to know. It's all you need to know, because you actually never know into whom you will evolve if you will actually follow that inner fire, that inner calling. And whatever belief or whatever thing that may replace the old limitation, may be helpful for you or may work for you, will free you. So take time with that. Take a precise time with that. And then burn down the paper with those old limitations. It's a symbol of release, right? It's a symbol of letting go. So take time, write down how you don't want to live your life anymore, how you don't want to feel anymore, how you don't want to think anymore, what kind of beliefs you don't want to hold on to anymore. Find a replacement for that. Practice it and burn down that old you. So today I'm also sharing with you a painting, the dragon, because it's a beautiful representation of this present energy. So I hope you've enjoyed in this painting. We'll finish it here. I hope you found something valuable in today's new moon message. And my friends, I love you all. I'm sending you all lots of love, blessings, and power. Thanks to all of you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop. I draw my passion, you're all truly appreciated. Till next time, one love.